Good morning, I'm Sunetra Choudhury, political editor of the Hindustan Times, bringing you all that you need to know about COVID-19 on Friday, the 2nd of October. First up, our top story, and that's of GST revenue collection, and September seems to be the best of this fiscal year. In fact, with collections over 95,000 crore, it seems to be a 4% increase from this time last year. It's the first time since March that we've seen GST revenue increasing, and the government says that this modest growth shows signs of economic recovery after 23% contraction in GDP earlier this year. As we talk of figures rising, let's take a look now at how the cases are going across the city. And Hindustan Times has done a study of the trajectory of cases in the metros, that's Delhi, Mumbai, Chennai and Bengaluru. And Delhi is the highest with the number of cases. However, the sudden spike that we saw last month in the middle of September, that seems to have dropped. Now Mumbai is still rising, and that is a matter of concern. It also has the highest case fatality rate, much higher than the national average at 4.3%. Bengaluru is the second highest after Delhi in the number of cases, and what's worrying about this is that it has suddenly risen to the second highest spot, and like Mumbai, the cases continue to rise, and it also has the maximum number of active cases across the country. So when it comes to active cases, it is at the #1 spot. And among districts, Pune seems to be the worst hit in the country. So that is where we stand. These metros having a chunk of the cases in the country. Now, the other thing, if we look across the world, then everyone's waiting for the vaccine to be announced. And it also featured in the US presidential debate between Joe Biden and Donald Trump, where Trump announced that his government was going to have the vaccine ready in weeks. Well, in some bad news for him, Moderna CEO has said that their vaccine will not be ready before the US polls. He told Financial Times that it will only be ready and they will only be ready to ask for emergency authorization by November 25th. That's much after the US polls, which is on the first week of November. So that seems to be a bit of a blow for Donald Trump, who was expecting it to give a boost to his presidential campaign. And finally, the COVID situation has created a strange, unprecedented scenes in every aspect of life. The police also seeing things and experiencing things that we haven't seen before. In fact, what we saw was that the Delhi police has launched a bit of a manhunt for someone who ran away with and was accused of stealing a cell phone. What they found out after that arrested that person on the Delhi metro was that he was COVID positive, and he ended up at the LNJP hospital. However, he escaped from there. So there's now a bit of a manhunt, but this one in PPE suits. Those are the news updates for now. Keep tracking them on hindustantimes.com.